Today I will make a breakfast burrito that has over 30 grams of protein and is made in less than 10 minutes. To start things off, I will prepare the base ingredient of this recipe, and that's the eggs. I will crack one whole egg into a bowl. Every egg weighs about 50 grams and has 70 calories with about 6 grams of protein. So to save a bit on calories and still keep the same amount of protein, I would add another 50 grams of liquid egg whites. If you don't mind about the extra 50 calories from the yolk, you can absolutely just use 2 whole eggs. I will add in a small pinch of salt, about 10 cranks of fresh black pepper, and then mix this with a fork to break up the yolk and combine everything. Next, let's talk about the cheese. You can either use one slice of American cheese, this one has about 60 calories, or, and this is what I will do, is to use 20 grams of shredded mozzarella cheese. This is the regular full-fat version and not the fat-reduced one. The calorie difference is not that big and it tastes a lot better. Also, in my experience, mozzarella will help keeping the burrito in its shape a bit better than other cheeses, so that is another reason I will use this. Regardless of what cheese you will be using, always add the cheese right into the egg mixture and mix it. This will make the process later a bit easier when cooking. Combine everything and set it aside. Next is the base sauce of the tortilla, and it starts with slicing an avocado. A lot of people use the whole one, but because this is quite high in fat and thus high in calories, I will do a simple but delicious swap and only use half the avocado. Into a bowl I will add low-fat cream cheese. This particular one has 0.2% fat and is with 10 grams of protein for every 60 calories, an incredible protein source. 30 grams, which is half the weight of the avocado that I will use, goes into a bowl. Then I will scoop out the flesh of the avo into the bowl as well, followed up by a pinch of salt, freshly ground black pepper, and about 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder. Now you have 2 choices. You can add about 5 to 10 grams of jalapeno hot sauce if you want a nice kick, or, and this is what I will do, is to add the juice of half a lime. Now mix this with a fork until this turns into a chunky avocado paste that will build the base of the burrito. This is a very delicious dip for grilled chicken, especially if you need to get in some healthy fats. You could also add full-fat cream cheese if you need to bulk up. The next thing to prepare are the vegetables. I will chop up a small yellow onion, this weighs about 50 grams, and then I will also add pickled jalapenos that I will chop up as well, about 15 grams. This tastes amazing, especially in combination with eggs. Absolutely give this a try. Lastly, I will also use 50 grams of deli meat. This is turkey breast and has 8 grams of protein and only 44 calories and is a very good and lean protein source. I will also cut this into smaller chunks so it gets incorporated easier into everything. Before we move on, let me introduce and thank the sponsor of today's video, Athletic Greens. I've been drinking AG1 by Athletic Greens for a couple of weeks now to help support my energy, focus, immunity, and overall gut health. AG1 is actually a very easy way to fill a nutritional gap in your diet, and even though it can look a bit weird, it actually tastes really good. It has a slight apple and citrus flavor. But what I'm enjoying the most about AG1 is that it's so convenient. I just fill up a shake with 8 ounces or 250 ml of water and 1 scoop of AG1, and with that scoop I'm getting 75 vitamins, minerals, antioxidants and probiotics. Just take 1 scoop a day, every day, and that's it. And after trying AG1 for a couple of weeks now, I feel like I can recover quicker to perform the next day. So click my link in the description box down below, athleticgreens.com/Felu, to get started on your order, and you will receive a free 1-year supply of immune supporting vitamin D3 plus K2 and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. Thanks again Athletic Greens for sponsoring today's video and supporting my overall health. So let's get cooking. I will start with spraying olive oil into a pan, about 2 grams on medium heat. I will start with the onions and fry them under occasional stirring for about 2 minutes. The onions will slowly start to sweat and become translucent, and just before they will start to get brown spots, I will add in the chopped up turkey and keep frying both for another 2 minutes to develop some browning. In the meantime, let's talk about the tortillas. You could either use a 22 cm or 9-inch wheat tortilla, which is the medium size, or a 25 cm or 10-inch, which is the large size. The extra large tortilla is a bit overkill. Regardless which one you use, it is always worth weighing the tortillas before using them, especially when you buy different brands. For example, the medium-sized tortilla weighs 61 grams, and you would assume now that the bigger tortillas weighs more, but that's not the case. It weighs 61 grams as well. So the bigger one is thinner and thus bigger, which will give you a bit more space when rolling the tortilla for the exact same calories, which is a good thing, especially if you're not the biggest pro in rolling burritos. So I will use the large tortilla and now take my avocado spread that I made earlier and spread it into the middle of the tortilla to have a base where everything else goes on top. Don't do this too early or the tortilla can become too soft and can break up when rolling. So back at my pan, the onions and the turkey should have some browning going on by now, which will add a lot lot of flavor. This is where I will add in my pickled jalapenos and keep frying for another 30 seconds or so, and then add in my eggs. Now, this will take not even a minute for the eggs to be cooked and the cheese to melt, so add everything and immediately keep stirring with a spatula. You don't need to cook the eggs completely through, they will keep cooking even if you remove them from the pan and roll them into the burrito, so don't worry about slightly undercooked eggs. After about 30 to 45 seconds, I will transfer everything on top of the tortilla. Now flip both sides left and right into the middle and slowly roll everything into a burrito shape, and don't worry if your first attempt will fail and you end up eating scrambled eggs, you will become better over time. Once it is rolled, add it back into the pan with the side that is closed pointing towards the pan. This will help sealing the burrito. Turn the heat to high and cook all 4 sides for about 10 to 15 seconds each, just until the outside has some nice color and is crispy. And just like that, you have an amazing high protein burrito that will get you ready for the day. It's creamy, it's spicy, it's delicious, and the entire thing comes in with 539 calories, 45 grams of carbs, 27 grams of fat, and 33 grams of protein. Now that you know how to make a delicious breakfast, you need to know how to make a delicious lunch that uses similar ingredients, so check out this 15-minute 400-calorie pizza and see you there.